10 Shocking and Scandalous Facts About Clyde Tolson. Clyde Tolson, best known as J. Edgar Hoover's right-hand man and the Associate Director of the FBI, has been a figure shrouded in mystery and controversy. His close relationship with Hoover and his influence within the FBI have sparked numerous rumors and stories, some of which straddle the line between fact and speculation. Here are 10 of the most shocking and intriguing facts about Tolson. Fact number 1. Early life and entry into the FBI. Clyde Tolson was born on May 22, 1900, in the small town of Laredo, Missouri. His intellectual prowess led him to pursue a law degree at George Washington University, where he graduated at the top of his class in 1927. During his time at university, Tolson was noted for his meticulous nature and his leadership in academic settings. A professor, who recognized his potential, recommended him to J. Edgar Hoover, a connection that would shape the rest of his career. Tolson's introduction to Hoover in 1928 was facilitated by this mutual acquaintance, and they met in a formal setting at the Department of Justice. Impressed by Tolson's keen analytical skills and professional presentation, Hoover took an immediate liking to him. By 1930, Tolson had secured a position at the FBI, thanks to Hoover's direct influence. Over the years, Tolson's career trajectory mirrored Hoover's expectations and the needs of the Bureau, culminating in his appointment as Associate Director in 1947, a role that he would hold until his retirement, indicating not only his competence but also Hoover's trust in him. Number 2. Intimate association with J. Edgar Hoover. Clyde Tolson and J. Edgar Hoover's relationship was marked by an intensity and closeness that was rare for the time, especially among high-profile government officials. They were known to have dinner together nearly every evening, often at the Mayflower Hotel in Washington, D.C., where they were regulars at the restaurant. Their companionship extended to attending most public and private events as a pair and taking shared vacations to destinations like California and Florida, which were well documented in their personal and FBI schedules. The depth of their bond was publicly acknowledged when Hoover, who remained a bachelor throughout his life, bequeathed his entire estate to Tolson in his will. This act solidified public speculation about the nature of their relationship, which remains a topic of intrigue and debate. Number 3. Inheritance of Hoover's estate. Upon J. Edgar Hoover's death on May 2, 1972, Clyde Tolson inherited Hoover's estate, which was valued at over $500,000, an enormous sum at the time. Additionally, Tolson received Hoover's home, which was another significant gesture that highlighted the depth of their relationship. This inheritance was a clear indication of Hoover's trust and regard for Tolson, setting him up not just financially but also as the keeper of Hoover's legacy. The public and media scrutinized this transfer of wealth and property, viewing it as the ultimate confirmation of their speculated personal relationship. Number 4. The suspicious death of actress Jean Spangler. In October 1949, Hollywood actress Jean Spangler mysteriously disappeared, and her case quickly caught the media's attention. A purse belonging to Spangler was found in Griffith Park in Los Angeles, containing a note addressed to a Kirk, leading to widespread speculation about actor Kirk Douglas's involvement. However, Douglas was quickly cleared by the police. Rumors surfaced about Tolson's possible involvement, stirred by Spangler's known connections to various figures in the FBI and her proximity to FBI operations in Los Angeles. These theories were fueled by the fact that both Hoover and Tolson were in Los Angeles around the time of her disappearance, attending a conference on organized crime. Number 5. Role in Counterintelligence Pro. Clyde Tolson was heavily involved in the FBI's counterintelligence program, Quintel Pro, initiated in 1956 and active until 1971. This covert initiative was designed to surveil, infiltrate, discredit, and disrupt domestic political organizations deemed subversive. Tolson, as the Associate Director, played a significant role in overseeing these operations, which targeted a wide array of groups from the Communist Party USA to civil rights movements, including prominent figures like Martin Luther King Jr. A notable instance was the FBI's attempt to discredit King by sending him a letter in 1964, urging him to commit suicide before receiving the Nobel Peace Prize. The program, exposed in 1971, was criticized for its broad overreach and violation of American civil liberties, leading to significant reforms in U.S. intelligence practices. Tolson's involvement in Quintel Pro highlighted the extent of his commitment to Hoover's vision of national security, albeit at the cost of ethical and legal standards. Number 6. Survivor of a car accident. In the summer of 1942, Clyde Tolson was involved in a serious car accident that resulted in significant facial injuries and scars. The accident occurred while he was traveling for FBI business, and his recovery process was lengthy and painful. Edgar Hoover, showing a level of personal concern that was rare for his public persona, took personal charge of Tolson's medical care and rehabilitation. Hoover's involvement included arranging the best medical treatment and ensuring that Tolson was comfortable and well supported during his recovery. This incident was widely discussed within FBI circles, adding to the narrative of Hoover and Tolson's close personal bond. It also served to deepen the loyalty and mutual reliance between the two men, being a poignant example of their interconnected personal and professional lives. Number 7. Refusal to marry. Both Clyde Tolson and Edgar Hoover chose to remain bachelors throughout their lives, a decision that was highly unusual for men of their rank and era, particularly in Washington, D.C.'s political circles. This decision was frequently interpreted as a sign of their exclusive commitment to each other, further fueling speculation about the nature of their relationship. Their lifelong bachelorhood set them apart in a society where marriage was the norm, casting them as outliers in both professional and personal contexts. This choice also allowed them both to dedicate their full attention to the FBI, suggesting that for them, the Bureau was not just a place of employment but a complete life commitment, encompassing their identity, friendship, and personal legacy. Number 8. Fashion and lifestyle. Clyde Tolson and Edgar Hoover were known in Washington circles for their distinctive and meticulous personal style. They were often seen dressed in finely tailored suits, which was a noticeable contrast to the more utilitarian dress of other government officials. Their appearance was frequently noted in the press and by their associates, with Tolson in particular influencing Hoover's sartorial choices. It was rumored that Tolson not only selected outfits for Hoover but also coordinated their attire for public appearances and official functions. Their attention to grooming and style went beyond mere vanity. It was part of a crafted public image that projected authority, control, and a nonconformist approach to personal conduct within the state environment of federal governance. This aspect of their lives was yet another layer in their complex public personas, reflecting a blend of personal preference and professional branding. Number 9. Power behind the throne. Although Clyde Tolson held the official title of Associate Director of the FBI, his influence within the Bureau was profound, often seen as the de facto co-director, particularly in Hoover's later years. Tolson was deeply involved in strategic decision-making, advising Hoover on key operations and policy decisions. His role extended beyond that of a deputy, acting as a critical confidant and advisor to Hoover on virtually every aspect of FBI operations. Tolson's influence was particularly notable during crises or when decisive, confidential actions were required. He was known for his ability to manage complex situations, a skill that earned him respect within the FBI's senior ranks. Number 10. Health issues, public appearances, and mysterious death. In the early 1970s, Tolson's health began to deteriorate significantly, affecting his mobility and visibility at public events. Despite these challenges, he remained committed to his duties at the FBI, often pushing through physical discomfort to fulfill his responsibilities. This dedication was a testament to his loyalty to Hoover and to the Bureau itself, underscoring his deep commitment to the principles and duties that defined his career. Clyde Tolson passed away on April 14, 1975, from heart disease. Unlike Hoover, whose death in 1972 was marked by significant national attention and mourning, Tolson's passing was relatively understated, with far less public fanfare. He was buried close to Hoover at the Congressional Cemetery in Washington, D.C. This quiet end to a remarkably influential career in law enforcement was seen by many as symbolic of his role as a steadfast, though often behind-the-scenes, figure in American law enforcement history. His death and burial near Hoover served as a poignant final note to their lifelong association, cementing their intertwined legacies in the annals of the FBI and American public life.